From the previous video, we know that using a code review checklist helps us to improve our code review process and decrease number of errors. In this video, I will show you one of possible code review checklists you can use in your team to improve the process. We have a code review process, and here there are a few items. Okay, let's start from the first one. Create branch from the latest master. Of course, we need to create all branches from the latest version of our code, and name branch after Jira ticket or some another task tracking system. In our case, we have a Jira ticket tracking system, and we have a project ID, it's project ID, and we have a task number. Then we create our branch with this number. Why do we need it? A lot of tools such as GitHub or Bitbucket allows us to link Jira and this tool, and when we create match request based on this project ID, there will be automatically generated a link to our task tracking system, and you need just click in GitHub, for example, and then you will be redirected to Jira and you will see the ticket. Another what is important is, of course, when we create match request for code review, we need to implement feature or bug according the ticket from Jira. So we have some requirements from this ticket, we need to implement it in the merge request. The next one, it can be added or not, it depends of how your team decided, but you can rebase on latest master, do not merge. Rebasing has some benefits comparing with merging. Also, what's important is local dev testing. So you implement some functionality, you have to test it on your computer by yourself as a developer, check if everything works, or if you fix a bug, you need to check was this bug really fixed, and just then create merge request for already implemented functionality. Another step, we already mentioned automatic code analyzing tools such like SonarQube or ESLint. So we need to run linting, check all bugs in our code, fix them, format code, and just after that create merge request. We don't want that reviewer will analyze your code and found some bugs which can be fixed automatically very easily and very fast. The next step, what I can recommend you is run unit test locally and update snapshots if you're using snapshot testing on your local machine. So don't create merge request with non-fixed or not created unit test. Another recommendation is when you create a merge request, you can add to commit message Jira ticket name and ID. For example, this one, and then this commit message will be automatically added as a description to your merge request. The next one is a CI/CD pipeline. What we need to remember that when we create merge request, we need to provide a title. It should be the same as a Jira ticket. Then the first one will be automatically linked already before, and the next one, when you read the merge request and start code review, you know what should be implemented here. For bugs, as I already mentioned, we need to provide reason, explanation why this bug was produced, and the solution, how it was fixed. The next one, we need to add all relevant reviewers. For example, if you have merge requests and in your team there are 3-4 developers and the minimum 2 developers should check code, you can assign this merge request to these specific developers or any developers, and then they will get a notification that there is a new merge request and they have to start the code review process. Also, another good best practice is using some Slack channels for reviewing merge request. You can create merge request and then send a link to this merge request to the Slack channel, for example, or Skype, and then all relevant developers will know that there is a new bug, and all relevant developers will know that there is a merge request and they can review your code. Another good practice is change status in your ticket tracking system to code review. Your task had status in development, then you move it to code review, and when it will be finished, you can close this task. Also, sometimes you can assign a task on the main reviewer. For example, it might be your team lead or some another developer with experience in this area, and he will be the main reviewer, and you can assign merge request to this reviewer. The next important step is fixing comments. If there are some comments that task wasn't implemented or something should be changed, we can add VIP work in progress prefix to the title and reassign this task to after, and he or she should fix comments, resolve comments, and then again create updated merge request and do all steps again to check if everything according to this code review checklist. When all comments are resolved, you can remove work in progress status based on the latest master, and then again assign a request on main reviewer. The next step, it depends on agreement in your team. For example, you can have minimum 2 likes to approves for your merge request. It means that even if one developer already reviewed your changes, you need at least one more developer. He or she should check was everything implemented from your side, was everything okay and reviewed fine by another developer, and in case everything is good, then you will have 2 likes, 2 approves, and you can continue with merging your changes into the main code source. Also, there is a problem sometimes when you create merge request, the notification to all relevant reviewers. You can add this link in Slack channel, but reviewers were busy with some another task and didn't start reviewing your process. So it's your responsibility to facilitate the code review process. You need to push all developers who have to review your code and get your 2 approves, and then just merge your task. So you create a merge request, you have to close this merge request, and you have to be sure that it was reviewed and there are no comments or issues in your merge request. And the last one here, in case some conditions were not met in this merge request, main reviewer can close it and do not merge into the main branch. So if you implemented some bug and you think that you implemented this bug, but really it wasn't implemented, merge request can be closed, and you will, or another developer will fix the bug instead of you. To recap, here you can see the checklist what you can use during code review. Before code review, during code review, and after code review. You can extend it and add what you want, what was agreed on your team for your specific project, and try to use this approach. Also, what I want to mention that code review checklists are important and useful part of your development process, and you can create a meeting in your team and create your own code review checklist to improve your code quality, and create your own checklist as you want, and always try to deliver best code quality product.